Welcome to another episode of Game Boy Roulette, where we take a look at randomly chosen games from the Game Boy library. Castlevania Legends. Yes, I think there's quite a few of those now. How many times have I brought up Castlevania during Game Boy Roulette? Well, if the search function is anything to go by, at least 7. Here's the funny thing though, I really haven't played that many Castlevania games. Obviously I played Belmont's Revenge for the Game Boy, in fact I did that on this channel. I beat Symphony of the Night, played a little of Castlevania the Adventure, and that's about it. Despite one of the games being my all-time favorite Game Boy game, I just never got into the series otherwise. I really should do that one day. Or maybe I could just replay Belmont's Revenge another 10 times or so. But onto the game today, Castlevania Legends is the third and final Game Boy Castlevania game, before the series would lay dormant on handhelds for a while, until returning in a big way with the beloved Game Boy Advance games. And this is actually a game released quite near the end of the Game Boy's life, in 1997 in Japan and 1998 in the US, with 1998 being essentially the final year of new releases for the system. It came 6 years after Belmont's Revenge, but more importantly, 8 months after the release of Symphony of the Night. Yes, there was a Game Boy Castlevania game that was released after the PlayStation 1 Classic, when the series cast away its platformer past and helped form the genre known as Metroidvania. So this is pretty exciting. I wonder which way this game will tip. I'll say this, the cover tips towards being amazing. You've got the castle, you've got Dracula, and you have presumably whichever member of the Belmont clan drew the short straw this time. Why even carry the whip? That hair could probably do the job. I'm super curious about this one, because I didn't even know it existed. It's not a miserable little pile of secrets, it's Castlevania Legends. That's always a good sign. KCE Nagoya. I think that was a subsidiary of Konami. Ooh. Castlevania Legends. No intro, just straight into the title screen. Interesting. Let's go. This is the tale of a young girl's struggle to single-handedly provide Transylvania, a place ruled by madness and despair, with the light of hope. Why does anyone live in Transylvania? I would move. Oh. That is really good art for the Game Boy. There we are. Whoa. Wait. That's the original Castlevania theme. I mean, the music's great. And gameplay-wise, so far, it's playing like slugs. So it is very much following the old style of Castlevania, before it became a Metroidvania. Whoa, spooky. Music is just going in. I don't want to talk about it. I mean, in terms of Castlevania, it looks and plays the same. Music-wise, it's great, but not quite the level of Belmont's Revenge so far. Is there something wrong with this rope? Oh! Okay. I was wondering what the problem was. If I let go, I instantly stop. There's no momentum, which I think was similar to Belmont's Revenge, but usually there was a bit of, magnetism, where if you were close enough, the game was like, yeah, that's fine, you're on the rope. Okay, so that doesn't have it in this game. The sprites are also, I don't know how to put this, a little cartoony? Look at the way the slug animates. Look at this wisp moving around. It's not bad, by any means. It's Castlevania, and it's a good Castlevania Game Boy game. So far, anyway. Also, so far, it kind of feels like a bit of a step down from Belmont's Revenge. Interestingly, a weird amount of little details that are missing, I'm noticing. I could just jump through the ceiling. I think it's because this character... What is her name? Hang on, I gotta look this up. This is Sonia Belmont. Oddly enough, though, this game was later declared non-canon. This is so far one of those games that it's good, but it makes me appreciate another game in the series all the more. It's just, Belmont's Revenge had so many little things that made it better. I'm sorry that I keep comparing this to Belmont's Revenge. I should judge by its own merits. But that game was, so big to me, and it is a Castlevania game after all. What did I do? Oh. again, it's kind of comedic. Like, for lack of a better term, this music sounds very video gamey. Oh god, what are you even supposed to do here to not get hit? I have no clue what you're supposed to do there to avoid taking damage. But I damn sure I'm gonna try again. Oh god, I'm literally stuck. Okay, maybe let's not do that anymore. Whoa. Oh, Dracula's pissed. We're not completing this until we fight a boss, because the bosses are what really sets Castlevania apart. Aside from all those other things. You know what this feels like? It feels like a Castlevania game made by a Konami B team. Where they get everything about Castlevania, but they don't quite have everything in hand, you know? It's still good. Still quite good. But missing just a little bit that makes Castlevania all the better. Ooh, branching paths? This looks like the way to a boss arena. And this level is super long. Not just because of my embarrassing deaths, but just because it's taken a surprising amount of time. Oh my god, we finally got something. How do I use it? Collection item? Wait, that's not an actual usable axe. It's just something you have to collect. Well, now what do I do with my life? Die, apparently. I'm just gonna go ahead and cut forward to when I find the boss. Ooh, which could be behind that door, actually. Okay, there's a gate here. This has to be where the boss is, right? Okay, this level is really dragging now. I don't know, it just keeps going. This has to be a boss arena. Oh! Oh, please let me fight this thing. Okay, the game gets a bonus for an awesome boss. Whoa! Okay, so the game certainly has its problems, but it's still got that Castlevania charm. And I'll be honest, the boss made it worth it. I'll let you kill me. You're too cool for me to win. Same with you, Dracula. Same with you. Okay, from now on, I'm gonna put $1 in a jar every time I mention Belmont's Revenge. I will openly admit, it's hard for me to put aside my favorite Game Boy game ever in order to review Castlevania Legends without bias, because to be honest, there are a few things that I think this game did a little worse. The level kinda dragged a bit, there was a surprisingly high ratio of heart power-ups to actual items, and I wasn't a fan of those weird trap rooms. But realistically, those are nitpicks. At the end of the day, this was still a damn good game, between solid platforming gameplay, a variety of enemies, a good challenge without being too difficult, and just overall being very polished. It was exactly what you want Castlevania to be. I'll also gladly admit that there are a few changes from the last game that I think are pretty cool. The main one being the collectible items. I looked it up, and to get the best ending, you have to collect every item, which adds a layer of challenge and gives the game some replayability. And although the level felt a touch overly long for my tastes, the fact that it ended with a really awesome looking boss more than made up for it. When it comes down to it, every issue I have is a minor nitpick, which is what you expect from a high quality series made by one of the best developers of the 90s. So I guess what I'm saying is, it's not surprising that this game is quite good. Castlevania ends its time on the Game Boy with another excellent game, one worth going out of your way to check out. Now, I gotta go see how much is in the Belmont's Revenge jar. I think I can afford a yacht now. And that's all for another episode of Game Boy Roulette. Make sure to like the video, comment, and subscribe to follow the series as we continue to dig through the Game Boy vault. I'm BrianJ, and I'll see you next time.